Hey, how's it going, guys? Here's a quick market update on Bitcoin. So recently Bitcoin is trading between level of 43,600. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do, we have to shift a hard time frame, and then we have to analyze the market. And if something presents itself good, we have to enter it. Otherwise we have to be on silent, because something no trade is also a good trade, right? So here we can clearly see we have first break of structure from here, and second break of structure, and now we are waiting for the break of structure for the third. And you can clearly see how perfectly there is printing a lot of liquidity, means above the level of 45,000 still there is some sorts of liquidity pools, which we like to call, right? So from 3 time frame, we have a clear bias that still we have some potential for long. Okay, so we have to keep that scenario in our mind. So let's shift, let me get rid of this one first, because it's useless, because maybe market cannot come more here, right? So according to 1 day time frame, because we have to analyze the market from higher time frame to lower time frame, because this is the game of smart money, right? So over here we have the first, second and third. Still you can clearly see we got the 4 dB, and it is kind of overextended, but you can clearly see over here we got some sorts of rejection, which we like to call this is nothing more except absorption. It means that how much stop losses was lying below this one was triggered successfully, and now momentum, price is showing some momentum, and we can liquidate these high or this high, right? So according to 1 day time frame, we have some sorts of bullishness. Okay, so let's shift downside. According to 12 hour time frame, we have the same scenario, 1 2 3 and 4 dBs, and same thing. We got some sorts of liquidation over here, but we have to take a scalp or take a intraday, not the swing one. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to shift downside, and let's see what's going on the market. According to 4 hour time frame, we have some sorts of bullishness from here, first, second, and we just discussed that shit, that we can along this one from these demand zones, right? And you can clearly see how perfectly we already discussed this one, and now the same thing is happening again and again. We have a clear good demand is get absorbed and moving upside again. So it means that at intermediary we got some sorts of S&D 2.0, which I like to call it, and we have the price mitigator over here, and now it's moving in a direction. What it means, it means that it's showing me some sorts of bullishness and strong is for long. Okay, but I need some sorts of 1 hour intraday trades. So what we have to do, market is kind of still, I am not going for short, and the market is still bullish. So keeping that scenario in our mind, we have first break of structure upside, and we have second break of structure. Remember, this is nothing more except an intermediary. Okay, because we can go with intermediary if you are professional with what you are doing, right? So according to 1 hour time frame, we have clear first break of structure, second break of structure, and this is absorption. Again we got absorbed low, and you can clearly see how wiki this one was and how wiki this one was. So it means that we have some scenario for longs, and we have some potential for longs. Okay, so what we have to do, the market is kind of same. If my analysis wanna perfectly fine, then you can go for long from here. Okay, and you can take a stop loss just below this one, because that will be a perfectly fine zone for you guys. Okay, so same thing, still I'm going for long, but yeah, that's fine. Like this, like this, like this. If you want to long the Bitcoin from the current market price, it's kind of be RR effective, but I will long from price when price is over here 43,100, and TPL level 44,800, and final TPL level of 46. Okay, so stop loss 42 makes sense, right? So that was a quick market update on Bitcoin current situation. You can clearly see the recent week was just kind of ugly and terrible, and now we are willing for the longs.